Right then, I am going to grab some water. Oh, that's what I want to look up. An app to do pitch analysis. Hang on. I will be with you momentarily. So yes, this is very typical for me. I get ready to do something and then suddenly I remember the 15,000 other things I need to do. Ah, okay. Oh, it's, okay, I'll have a look for a different one. No, not very interesting. I am just waiting to see if this tuner... I'm waiting for the tuner to install. There goes my voice. I'm waiting for the tuner to install and see if it's any good. Oh dear, I am feathering my voice somewhat. Cool. So that seems to be working so far. My voice is all over the place according to the tuner, but that's okay. Okay, I'll just pop the... Ooh, that suddenly shot up. I'll pop the tuner over there. Yeah, okay, right. Let's see if my voice will stay on there. Nope, dropping all the time, but okay. Oh, and I can't see it now. Hopefully that's lightweight enough not to be causing an issue. It's not capturing that window, is it? I'm not sure why. Okay, let's take that out. Sorry, I'm trying to find out why something isn't coming up. Okay, this is really weird. I don't know what OBS is playing at. Okay, that's not too bad. Right. And after fighting with that, I am off to get some water. Okay, what the hell was I doing? Something. 9-inch nails. Who am I fighting?
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
Okay, screwed that up. Straight out of the gate.
What do you think you're doing?
So, not allowed to touch anything. Check. Hands off the goodies. Ooh, no.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rot. Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
Shiver me timbers, it's
I can't even smell the sea air over this rot. Plenty of fish in the sea.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. Courteous is my name. The Legion is my call. This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm.
Okay. This is my first time playing this, so I'm still trying to work out what I'm meant to be doing. And to be honest, I kind of don't have a clue, so
of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks. I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
Maybe I should be talking to this fisher guy. I mean, he doesn't seem keen on
Curse
actually
them
selling his
rotten
fish.
green skins. Ate my parrot, Polly, feathers and all.
Okay then. Orcs, the famed parrot eaters. No, that was well done.
Striking it rich!
Okay, how am I meant to get into the crime scene? Have I gone the wrong way? I think I have, yeah.
With many cheeses.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are...
No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is Mendius at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be. Ah, you return and humble me. They call the undead a problem, my friend. But those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no problem. Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance.
Heavenly herring! Delicious dogfish!
Of course I do. How quite right. Adventure is...
See here. You and I... too bad your line of work comes with such measly...
Well, I can't say that I... Yes, some extra gold.
Indeed. Indeed, gold is even so, my friend. Matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety? Without spice? To be a...
It's better to lead than to follow. That much is true. Better to be served than to...
Well spoken. Well said indeed. Life's... And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door. Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. What a gem of a question. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. Of course, should you spread the word, should you by now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. Work hard. Fulfill contracts.
This sounds extremely dubious, so I'm going to pass.
You...
And I'm going to get the bloody cushion for this seat because I'm sat down too low. I'll be back in a moment.
So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what?
With many
I'll bet
cheeses.
you believe me, Dean. That
Oh, you think you can think that way to a... I got What exactly?
I'll thank you to leave me be. Oh, that.
Oh, you think you can speak that way to us? Like I said, I've got my eye on you, Baron.
I am a duke. Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the Northern Cave? You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting.
Careful now. Your head's running more slowly than saffrons, I dare say.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the Northern Cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such
You'll be concerned.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder you.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting in my ear.
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? I'll tell you. It sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. Medora's the name. Retired. Or so the order keeps trying to tell me. But never. Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. See, I'm here on... Well, let's call it... There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say. But it's my responsibility to send. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Seirei. They don't have a spit by the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a trip. I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee toward... Well, comrade, I hadn't thought. I need a contingent I can trust. I've been scouting Seirei for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the counselor. With our minds and swords in, well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion.
You're over long while lighting my pipe.
careful now.
A fantastic plan! With 3 source hunters working in tandem.
Another source hunter on the team will...
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it? That's the sound of every orc and sorcerer in a...
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look... Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say she came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such trans... I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone told... I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by... Whoever done it has escaped through the window. But I saw nary a soul when I looked out. He could... Counsellor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know? He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, the name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering... All you see before you is the manifestation... Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the,
Come now, Alistair. I'm sure you've met your match once or twice. Look careful.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to I am the Duke of Ferrell. Though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers. Yes, she and I have a history. That's hardly a secret anymore. I quite doubt it was even a secret from Jake while he lived. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say...
Watch out! I smell... Oh, the fierce stench of frightened Source Goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course. This time.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine golden bear.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine golden bear. very precious man with many cases.
Join the Spanish Club if you've got an eye for hard potatoes. Toe of snake, wing of worm, toe of
I'm just doing my duty for the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my lords above. Grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? Well, what do you want to know? Rather dreary these days, isn't it? As if the undead weren't enough to ruin the atmosphere, now the orcs have started harassing our harbour again. They came out of nowhere. Must have been, 2 years ago now? The very heart of winter. Adamant about the hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda. I'm just doing my duty for the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Never fear, Melinda. As long as I'm around, no hair on your halo's head shall be harmed.
Careful, comrades. I've seen sorcerers infuse even lowly fowl with dark enchantments.
Can you spare a coin?
To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew! Again!
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real
That's it,
damage.
troops. Train up while you can. The next orcish strike could land at any moment.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Seirei. I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Seirei. By which I mean I have the enviable... Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told them. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? If you must. Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Sightseal stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day, the wind disperses the stench. We are the pride of Rivalon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civil. I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machine. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself. Hey, no. I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Furious. You'll only encourage it.
Ice blue eyes, narrow beneath a heavy brow streaked with sweat and dust.
Her brow knits together. But I am Bear Daughter. And you are a source hunter. This woman here, the one who now plots her revenge. She crept behind me while I was hunting, but soon their swords were upon me. And they forced me into this cage meant for
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're...
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It was...
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in.
After all, a fearless hunter might...
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found...
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more...
Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Sorry, sir.
It is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest.
That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Welcome back to Seirei, Hunter. The Legion greets you. Salutations!
Hey.
Those folks that embarrass a bridge troll get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst.
Fantastic! You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off. Cry your eyes out. I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing... That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn so fantastic.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing You're a source. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, help me. Take me to Reginald. It won't be the worst indignation.
We will have none of that, you hear?
Okay.
Bravo, bravo! Back for more, I see. Well, I think you've gotten quite familiar enough by now, thanks. Keep your paws in your... What a generous spectator! Fight...
My word!
Tricks are for kids! This here is the greatest illusion in Andoril!
My word!
Today,
fantastic!
Bravo,
bravo!
Rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Edward, who is said to have known Sigurd himself.
My word!
That the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Fantastic!
Okay.
Come on,
My word!
and see the amazing
My word!
singing Stefan!
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut. And who are you supposed to be? Oh, I should have been one of the greats. But no, really? I hadn't. Don't you have an impressive library here in Seirei? Take it up with Katarina.
Zombie ate your dog? Orc sunk your ship? Well, I'm Cat. I've an open stage in want of talent. The theatre's fever has overcome you, has it? Marvelous! Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see us.
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut. You there? Sit! Stay a while. Right, don't pity me. No, sir. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little... And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least... I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less... What you're made of. Ah, a familiar face. Come, watch the show. Come on, come on.
Can you spare a coin? One coin or two, noble spirit? Oh, I am a happy man. A fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction. I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they gave fools... They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced... Fire, the most thorough cleanser, was my method. But as my house burnt... Thank you, kind one.
Come on, come on.
So, those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
Absurd. Since when is poverty a prerequisite of spirituality?
Right. I'm not going to...
Waiting for his big debut.
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew
My
Elba,
word!
who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that...
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front. Oh, I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show. Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a...
The great Sigurd.
By the
his
seven!
rainbow war
What
machine.
a tape! What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the...
Creamy blues and gory...
Come
What
on,
are you
guy,
looking
go.
at me for? Well, I've stumbled into quite... Oh,
Okay.
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machine.
Hey.
say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrow...
Borrow, indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear. Oh, my story's tired by now. I was a happy enough pros. I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times. But what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll... So what do you think? Should I snag a...
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
Yes, you know what they say about giving a man a fish?
I suppose you've got to... Feed a hungry man, you know.
That thief is free for now. But I wonder how long it'll be. Thank you for making that would-be thief see reason. I only hope...
Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's up there.
Aaron has as many friends as the man.
Greetings, Source Hunter. Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he?
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Okay, I'll be back momentarily, Biogrig. Okay. Right then. Where am I meant to be going?
Terrible, terrible! It will consume us all. By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? Your guess is as good as mine, my newfound comrade. Here, quite good timing, by the by, because the ground... but I suppose I should make a proper introduction. Zix, what am I doing here? Tell me, friend, when I mentioned that this place is the end of time ought to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse night. Show, don't tell, I always say. Come now, don't be coy.
Better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
That doesn't look good. Aha, the dragon at the end of the world.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't the portal? It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate. You, dear stranger, you must be those torches alight. This portal active once more. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much. It is the void itself. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, though I cannot say for certain if it is what I believe. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin, but why spoil the mystery? After you. You first, but don't dilly-dally.
Where's the bow? There we go.
And he's off!
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
What was that? B2. Not great.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds? In truth, this is a relief. And so the lonely babe was fed. The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see...
Okay, what happened there?
Yes! Just as I hoped! There she is! There it is! Come, come, come!
And he's off!
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be?
Indeed, Sir.
Astounding! Unbelievable!
You have brought guests,
My reaction exactly, milady.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, a stone? So... It was a stone. Not like this, no. Never had I experienced something so... But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible?
Like the stones, your guests are source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Do you see what violence my work has suffered?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented
Oh, it is.
me for
I hadn't even
eons.
noticed. Thanks for letting me know. I will see if I can get this sorted. It did this before, and I'm not sure why.
It would appear that stars...
I see. What the void
Actually, if I-
would shrink. Starstone.
I'll restart the game. That might... I've been playing this entire time, and I just didn't notice it. Well, come on, game. You want to launch. Hooray, finally. Right, hopefully that should have solved the problem. Maybe. I'll have to remember to not alt tab in and out of this game.
Could it be, milady?
Indeed.
So I've heard all of this.
You have brought
My reaction exactly.
This is a question better put to a stone. So... Not like this, no. Never had I experienced something, but yours has. You appeared before...
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you...
Like the stones, your guests are source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how? Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch.
I see. What the void...
Yes. Though I cannot explain... If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, indeed you must. Though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone...
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded...
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivalon.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zickles, our most mysterious guest. Are you ready? Are you...
Not that a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivalon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magic...
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
Still, it's quite a leap from finding a strange stone.
Come, I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
of your brow suggests no. With you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the... But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little... Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to... Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot, wouldn't it just? Would that I had us just like yourselves. Starstones are, from what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones...
I'm not sure. I've never played this before. I played Divine Divinity, and I know there's meant to be like a link between this and Divine Divinity because this takes place in the past. But this is my first time playing one. Oh, and there goes my voice. And I've never played 2, so...
Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. Neither do I. But the mere fact that activated this in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall say, oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. But of course, I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to recall. So, gather those starstones so that we may know the history that was lost. Lonesome, observing the frontier of... Well, yes, actually. Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final... I hope he'll be able to help you as...
Okay.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most... In the ethereal threads of it, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of except, it seems.
The next question is there a bed?
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I, and I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we... That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake while you were being lectured by our... The advantage of being a cat, you know.
Right.
You go where you please with him. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? But perhaps I speak only for myself. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst. Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like... I'll not pretend to have all the answers. All that I understand. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among... I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of youth. So I told him who I was, and in the end he even shared his great sorrow with me. Oh, before you go, here. Take this. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer.
Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to him. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved.
That's just a tad patronising, but I like to...
What are you? You think I'm... No, comrade. You can keep the... I just hope this fancy of yours doesn't interfere with your real...
Oh, right. How do I get up there?
Oh, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Ah, there it is.
It's heating up.
Good look out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Seirei's ramparts.
Dear me. Oh, how the coast reminds... Oh, how nice it is. Pray, let me be forward with you. Oh, sapling rose, I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long succession. You would listen to my grievances, guide me to hot spiced wine and a snug little room.
met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, what do you mean, not familiar? You expect... Why? I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the distance. And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already... Those nasty beasts are hardly worth my time. Though I suppose I'll step it...
What have we here? A source hunter, is it? Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but... And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being... That I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems. Well, I'm sure you I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, yes. You must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon as time permits. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while fighting my fire.
What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
What?
A magical pyramid, eh? Out! No!
If she
you
soaks
please.
in flower stink much
This
longer,
room is
dear will
private.
smell this lady from a field
Now,
away.
this is
I'll save a
valuable.
leg of something good for when she begins to starve.
All right, comrades.
Don't
nothing
just
to see.
stand there.
It's clear out.
Go.
Give the lady of the house
Away
a little
with you.
privacy.
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. My name is Eglandir Twil Salanar, elf of the House of Gandalf. The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality. The elves of Gandalf, they lived in peace. Oh, yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of all undone. Every last one of us. Except for me, the midnight rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Count, I have tracked her down. By the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh. Soon, yes, Victoria. The orcs of Gazultaga. They knew my name. Oh, yeah. Her name is that of a woman. Her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fall, Victoria. Librarian. Daughter.
Okay then.
Soon the last will be beaten.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance.
He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her
Indeed. Victoria probably doesn't...
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Cussed that I am. I have spent more of my life on the road travel. You wouldn't believe some of the things I have seen. Oh yes, a city besieged by the dead isn't even... Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter.
Oh, spellhooks.
Right. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all. End it all in blood. By the filed teeth of Suluma Soul Shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a-creeping for you, Victoria! The hunters go a-stalking in the night by the needles.
How gratifying that I am. You wouldn't believe some of the things I have seen. Oh yes, a city besieged by the dead isn't even remotely special to me. All the better that it isn't. For you and for me. Because outlandish events lead to outlandish wares.
In the night, by the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood! The hunters go a-stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood! The hunters go a-stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood! By the filed teeth of Suluma Soul Shredder, The end is nigh. Death comes a-creeping for you, Victoria! By the filed teeth of Suruma Soul Shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a-creeping for you, Victoria! By the filed teeth of Suruma Soul Shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a-creeping for you, Victoria!
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the Lord Cave?
I'll need to unlock this somehow.
Who's got the lockpicks?
Let's see. Key, lockpick, or hammer?
I've got an iron patches when I linger at the long while writing my pipe.
No, careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than Saffron's, I dare.
Greetings, traveller. And may the Immaculate Conduit's minute. You mean you haven't heard? Oh, steel yourself, friend. For your mortal spirit could be by following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way. For this hallowed information, you must there. Among her followers and friends dwells the goddess. She came from on high. She showed us that injury go on the path to the righteous, my
I'm already deeply confused. Right then, I need to start cooking my dinner anyway. I'll be back on later on. I'll probably Thursday. Yeah, I'll do a bit more of this later on, and then switch over to Dragon Age Inquisition, I think. So I'll hopefully see people then. Bye.